everybody! I'm here today to tell you what to do if you lose your driver's license. In this video, I'll be going over the basic steps that you should be taking if you have lost your driver's license. Now, just to clarify this at the very beginning of the video, I'm not talking about actually losing your driver's license card. I'm talking about having your driver's license suspended or taken away from you to the point where you are not allowed to drive. So this is what you should do if you're in that situation, which hopefully you never get into that situation, but if you do, you should take the following steps. Step number one is figure out why you lost it. So obviously there's gonna be either one major mistake or many smaller mistakes. So sometimes, depending on where you live, a major mistake will cause you to lose your license immediately, okay, even if you only make it once. In other situations, many minor mistakes will accumulate to a number of points being taken away from you, which will cause you to lose your driver's license potentially. So you gotta figure out what you did that caused you to lose your license. Don't try to say it's not my fault, I didn't do it. Just figure out what you did. Be honest with yourself and figure out what you did. Figure out where you went wrong. And this requires humility. You gotta just accept the fact that you probably did some wrong and figure out what it is. Step number two is going to be take the steps to correct that bad habit or negative habit. I was mixing up those two words there. I ended up calling it a NAD habit, which doesn't make any sense. So correct that bad habit or negative habit or multiple habits. If you made one major mistake, you gotta correct it, okay? Because if you get your license back, you're just gonna lose it again, probably for longer if you don't correct it. But instead, if you take the steps to correct that habit or those multiple negative habits, then hopefully when you get your license back, you won't lose it again. The third thing that you need to do is you need to determine how long you've lost it for. Okay, very simple. So it depends on what you lost it for, but in some cases you might lose your license for whatever the case is, for a week, 48 hours. In other cases, you might lose your license for a year. But you got to know what that timeline is, because you're working from here on in, so you got to know what that timeline is, okay? The fourth step is see if there is a way to get it back sooner. So for instance, and I'm not a huge fan of this, but it is a step that you should take if you're correcting your bad habits. If you don't correct your bad habits, to be honest with you, you shouldn't get your license back sooner than they have told you, okay? I'm going to be absolutely honest with you. But if you've corrected those bad habits, maybe, you deserve maybe to get it back a little bit sooner. If you lost it for a year, maybe you can get it back after 9 months. You want to see if there is some sort of fine that you can pay or some courses that you can do that will hopefully help you get it back sooner, even if you have to appear in front of a judge. Whatever you got to do to get it back sooner, but correct the habits, which takes me right into step number 5, the last one, which is actually correct the habits, okay? Like, don't just pretend that you've corrected the habits to get your license back. Actually correct the habits, because I'll tell you why. People that have negative driving habits, not only do they lose their license, but like they really are likely to get into accidents, to hurt others, to hurt themselves, to hurt their passengers. And I'm sure you don't want to do any of that. Hopefully you don't want to do any of that. So actually take the steps to correct those habits that caused you to lose your license. And that's it. That is what to do if you lose your driver's license. Those are 5 easy steps that you can take. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.